You live to fight another day.
What's going on, my Wakanda family? It's your boy T'Challa, and we are back with another video for PvP Underdogs. In this video, we're going to be covering, understanding build synergy. We're going to break down some builds and, a build we'll break down, and we're going to go over, understanding from top to bottom, starting with the specialist all the way down to the skills and attributes that you would choose. So let's get right into the video. Okay, so first things first, when it comes to build synergy, for people that struggle with understanding certain things, or they don't know why people choose certain specialists over others, you first have to understand what it takes or what perks each specialist offers you. So when you think about a build, okay, what is the reason for your build? Is it to help your team? Is it to, be solo? Are you going for more damage, or are you going for more survivability? What is your build for? So you always want to go through and check each specialist to see what perks they offer when it comes to your build. Okay, so as you see, I got Gunner checked on the build that we're going to go over. So with Gunner, when you come here, you got your typical, your ammo for killing the enemies for the specialization, and then you got this group signature ammo acquisition, killing multiple enemies without releasing the trigger, adds 1 to group members, ammo bar excluding the specialist weapon. You see, you got all this other stuff, and then if you put on your tree for increased light machine gun damage, then you see you'll get this large pouch that you can add to LMGs. You know what I'm saying? So this is all typical stuff, the weapon right here. What you really want to pay attention to is this right here. If you're looking at the screen, it'll be your right side. The right side of every specialist is what you want to pay attention to, all the perks on that side. So for this one, it says Incessant Tier 3, passive talent, killing enemies grants 10% armor. Okay, so when you kill an enemy, you get more armor. And then you get this one. Every third reload is 50% faster. It's called Coupler. That's another good perk. Okay, so that means, all right, cool. When I reload on my third reload from empty, it'll be faster, 50%. And then you got this hardened armor kits talent. Armor kits repair 100% armor and grants 30% bonus armor for 10 seconds. Okay, so now when you use an armor kit for 10 seconds, you'll have bonus armor, 30% of bonus armor. Then this is a skill perk. You get the Banshee Pulse, launches a forward arc of pulse energy that disorients enemies caught in the wave, penetrates cover. So that means if you send out your pulse and say that enemy was hiding behind a wall or like a vehicle, your pulse will still disorient that enemy through the vehicle. So that's what that means. And then you just level it up 3 times. You get 3 perks. You get the pulse, and then you get the increased duration, and then the increased range. So you see, that's what you want to pay attention to. Then you come down here at the bottom right, you get generate 10 supply line, the talent. Generate 10% of total ammo capacity every 60 seconds. Party members recover 5%. You see, so now you're helping yourself out, but you're also helping out your teammates too. You see, so Gunner is a great team and solo specialist for any build. That's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with that, but that's just in my opinion. Then you come over here to the next one. You got Barrage talent. Rate of fire increases by 5% on kill for 5 seconds. So once you kill someone, now your fire rate is increased. That's awesome for like slower rate of fire weapons. This is perfect, and it's even better for not vehicle, but a weapon like the Vector. It's even better because you get 5% increase, even though the Vector spits insanely fast. It's still awesome. So then you got this one, vital protection, passive talent, 50% pulse resistance. This perk or passive talent comes on every specialization. If you didn't know that, I'm just dropping pointers for those that don't know. The pulse resistance comes on every specialist, 50% at that. And then you have this one, which is the final perk of the gunner specialist. 10% weapon handling while not moving. Need to be motionless for 1 second. So you see, these are things you want to look out for whenever you choose a specialist and think about a build you want to do. So let's get into the build. All right, now that we went over the specialist and understanding how to choose a specialist and what to look for in a specialist as far as perks determines your entire build. You know, first we understand what type of build we're going for, and then we choose a specialist based upon the type of build we're going for. This is all about build synergy. So as you see, we got shotgun and assault rifle. So you want to make sure let's go back to the specialist gunner. When you look at your tree, you want to make sure you highlight those weapons that you're using in your build. So for this one, we have a shotgun and an assault rifle. When you highlight it in the tree and you max it out, you get 15% increased assault rifle damage. So remember that. And then we're running a shotgun, same thing. You get 15% increased shotgun damage, handy for close encounters. So let's get back to the build. So we're running the Scorpio, okay? This is just a generic build, you know, something for survivability and some damage output. Let's say you want to run solo, or you want to run with a buddy or a team. You know, remember the perks that the specialist offers perks not only for you, but that help out your teammates as well. So mainly when I'm running solo, the Scorpio is my go-to weapon for all my solo builds, because you get in sticky situations in heroic, even challenging, but heroic and especially legendary, you get those rushers that run up on you, and the Scorpio is the best crowd control status effect weapon that you can have, and it's because of the talent Septic Shock. Septic Shock, first shot poisons them, the third shot disorients them, the sixth shot shocks them, and in the seventh shot, targets take additional damage, 20% damage from all sources. Stacks no longer increase. What they mean by stacks no longer increase is you no longer add status effect to them, but they will take 20% more damage from the Scorpio or your assault rifle or your turret or drone or whatever is hitting them causing damage. It is now going to cause 20% more damage, which is a plus. So this is why I always go to the Scorpio, and it's my go-to solo weapon. Secondly, we have an assault rifle. You can choose any weapons you want. Just remember to keep them ready and get that 15% weapon damage for that weapon specifically in your tree on whatever specialist you choose. Okay, so we're using the G36 enhanced assault rifle. You see we have total damage 116.7k, and then we got assault rifle damage, health damage, and headshot damage. The talent is very important that you choose on your weapons, because that all works into the gear pieces you put on as well as your skills. So we have Spike on this one. Headshots grant 20% skill damage for 15 seconds. So let's say you were trying to get better at headshots. Spike is an awesome talent on a weapon to help you, because now you have a reason to really land those headshots. So instead of just shooting at the body, you're now going to be more focused on headshots because you want to activate that talent, Spike. Headshots grant 20% skill damage for 15 seconds. So that's why we have that weapon. Your sidearm, also, we want to incorporate everything we want to use, everything, gear, weapons, specialists, and skills. We want everything to work completely as a whole, as the universe does. That's what we want. So we're running the orbit. You know, it says we have the talent Perfect Finisher. Swapping from this weapon within 10 seconds of killing an enemy grants 35% critical hit chance and 40% critical hit damage for 15 seconds. So let me give you a perfect example of when you would want to use this weapon, right? Let's say you got some big elites or some big heavies or chungas coming at you, right? And you got some small, maybe veteran or, just a normal NPC, which is a red NPC or a purple NPC. You take down their armor and their health, or even if you got enough pistol damage, this has good damage on it, 394.8k damage, base damage. That's good. Let's say you whip this out. You use this on that red or that veteran, take them out. So now, as soon as you kill them and you swap back to your assault rifle or the Scorpio or whatever weapon you're using, now you're going to get that 35% crit chance and 40% crit hit damage to help give you more damage to take out that chunga. That's how you want to use this weapon. I hope up until this point I'm making sense and you guys understand the synergy with this build. Let's keep going, and when we're all done, then you'll truly understand. That is my goal. Excuse me. Allergies kicking my butt right now. That's why I sound a little stuffy. So now let's get to the gear. So now we're running the mask, right? Why choose Golden? Okay, you see Golden gears, brand set bonus. The first one you get for having one piece, plus 10% status effect. How are we getting status effect if we're not using status effect skills? This weapon right here, the Scorpio, it's applying 6 different status effects. Or not 6, but 3. 3 different status effects: poison, disorient, and shock. So now that makes sense. We're using Golden Gear to get that plus 10% status effect. Nice. We got armor on this, and then we have crit chance and crit damage. Because remember, when you look at the build, we want some survivability and we want some damage output for what? For if we're running solo, even if we're running with the team, you still want some damage output. Okay, this is just a general DPS survivable build. That's what this is. Let's go to the chest piece. Okay, we're running the 0F's Badger Tough. Is the brand set, and the name chest piece is called 0F's. Now you see the one brand set bonus. It gives us plus 10% shotgun damage. Now remember, when you think about it, you got 15% from your specialist, and now you have another 10%, which puts your shotgun damage at what? 25%. You see how everything's working together? Now we got armor on this, crit chance, crit damage. And in the crit damage mod, the talent is perfectly unbreakable. When your armor is depleted, repairs 100% of your armor. Cooldown 55 seconds. So you see how everything's coming together. We got 1.3 armor. Remember, this build is for solo or team effort. Next, we're going to go to our holster. We're running the name Picaro's holster, which in my opinion is best in slot for any build, unless you want to use something specifically for a very specific build. But a generic build, in my opinion, Picaro's holster is the best in slot holster. So the one brand set bonus for one piece you get is plus 10% skill haste. Okay, we got armor, armor core, and then the other 2 attributes, headshot damage and weapon damage. So now we have, this gives you 2 core attributes: the weapon damage 15%, and then the armor, which is maxed out. So why you got headshot damage instead of crit hit damage? Okay, remember the talent on our G36 enhanced, we got headshot damage as an attribute, and the talent headshots grant plus 20% skill damage. So when you're beaming them in the head to activate spike, you do want to cause some damage to that headshot. You know what I'm saying? You want to beam, really beaming them. So that's why I got headshot damage on it instead of crit damage or crit chance, even though that would be fine. But I wanted a little bit more headshot damage. And then we'll look at the stats once we go over everything. So then we got, for the knee pads, we got Grupo. So what is the brand set bonus for one piece of Grupo? Critical hit damage. You see that? Then we got weapon damage. And then we got what? Another headshot damage and then crit hit damage. Now we're running for the gloves, Fenris. The brand set bonus for one piece is what? Plus 10% assault rifle damage. As you remember, in the specialist, we have 15% assault rifle damage plus this 10%, which pushes us up to 25% assault rifle damage. So we got weapon damage, and crit chance. So you see how it's all working together? And then now we get to the backpack. We have Providence is the gear set. The first gear set brand set bonus for one piece plus 15% headshot damage. So you see how we stacked all that headshot damage? Why? Just so we could get more damage on the talent on the G36 assault rifle. Headshots grant 20% skill damage for 15 seconds. So now when you baiting them, you should really be taking them out. Let's get to the attributes in the core. We got 13% weapon damage, 6% crit hit chance, and then some more headshot damage with a crit hit chance mod. The talent we're running is Companion. While you are within 5 meters of an ally, your teammate or buddy, or skill, total weapon damage is increased by 15%. You see that? So now, okay, what skills are you running to actually activate that? Are you really going to be sitting still next to your homeboy? That's the question you want to ask, right? Okay, how do you get this to activate and stay activated? Perfect, I got you. So let's say you're running solo, right? And you get in a bounty, and when you do bounties, they like to keep you entrapped in these certain areas and confined so that it's tougher. You know, you get all these heavies coming at you and veterans and elites. So let's say you get a good spot that you can post up on. Now, I'll tell you another thing you can use too to keep that activated at all times. But right now, look at the skills we're running. We're running the assault turret and we're running the assault drone. As you see, the assault turret is a place skill. When you throw it out, wherever you throw it, it's gonna stay there. It's not going anywhere. So now do you see how you can activate Companion? You can activate it because now you're in a good posted up spot. You don't necessarily need to move far. You can manage and crowd control from that area. So that's how you can keep Companion activated at all times. Now you can also use the Hive. Drop the Hive, Stinger Hive, Revive Hive, Heal Hive. You can drop it, even the Booster Hive. Any one of these hives will work. Why? Because when you drop it, it's not going anywhere. So as long as you're within that 5 meters of your hive and you know you can move around freely and be okay, boom, you're activating Companion because that's your skill. Another one is the Defender Drone. The Defender Drone sits over you and hovers over you and keeps deflecting damage and bullets and all that other junk from you. That's another way to activate Companion. One of my favorite ways, especially for PvP. So this is how you activate Companion. Now you have the assault drone, right? Okay, the assault drone, everybody, yeah, that junk goes out, hawks people down, light them up, right? You notice we don't have any skill tiers, right? That's okay because that's not what we're going for. We're not going for a skill build, and we don't really care about skill talents because this build is primarily about your weapon damage and your crit chance and crit damage output. That's why we're not worried about skills. But let's say you wanted to get some skill tiers, right? Then you would then, you know, maybe go into your pieces. And then, look, we could put on Emperor Guards. But why would we do that? Why? Because we get a skill tier, we get a little bit of survivability from the armor regen, and then look, we have skill damage on it. So now we get a skill tier, we get some survivability, some armor regen, which is awesome, and we getting some skill damage on top of that. So now our skills are getting a buff from the skill tier, and they're getting a buff from the skill damage. Also, the 1 brand set bonus, skill duration. So now they're going to last even longer. So you see, this is how build synergy works. Everything is working together to give you the maximum output and productivity from your build. This is how you make and think about everything when you start your build. Think about the specialists, the weapons you want to use, and then the gears and the brand set bonus that they offer you to get the most out of your build. Now let's look at the stats, and then class will be dismissed. So when you look at our stats, look how much weapon damage we got. 1.1 million, 1.140 million, right? Just round it off. And then in PvP, you get 265,000. And then look at our crit chance. We got 49.3, which is really good, you know? Then you got crit damage, 128.8. Now, some people be like, oh man, I can get more. Yeah, you can get more. But this is just showing you how everything works together on a build. The title of this video of PvP Underdogs is called Build Synergy. Now, is this build for PvP? No, this is not for PvP. Can you try to use it in PvP? Sure. Will it work? We don't know. I didn't test it. But the concept of this is to get you to understand how to put a build together for PvP, but also PvE. This build is not a PvP build, but I'm showing you build synergy and how you get everything to work together. Then we got our headshot damage, 116.5%. Armor damage, 12%. You know, let's look at some other attributes. All weapon damage bonus, 79.5, so 80%. We just rounded off. Then you see our assault rifle damage, 25. Submachine gun, 15. Shotgun damage bonus, 40%. Why is it up to 40? Because this shotgun is expertise. I have it expertise up to level 12. That's how we're up to 40%. Plus the bonus we get from Badger Tough, 10%, and then another 25% from the specialist. So this is how build synergy work, guys. You know, I hope you don't feel like I'm bashing anybody. This is to help. I'm just helping those people understand, because I see in a lot of comments on other people's videos, people like, oh man, I just put some stuff on and, you know, it's because I liked it and it showed what I needed at the time. But, you know, their builds aren't maximized. And then some people truly say and admit, hey man, I need somebody to help me or show me how to put this build together for this reason or that reason. So that's all this video is here to do. Man, it's your boy T'Challa. We just out here trying to help our fellow agents, man. And that's what I hope I did. So if you guys enjoyed the video, if it was helpful, please like it, share it, drop a comment on the bottom of the video, and let's spread the news. This is the series PvP Underdogs, and I hope you guys continue to grow as a division agent in understanding PvP. That's all we're here to do. It's your boy T'Challa, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. T'Challa, out.